All right, folks, we are skipping some of these intros in the favor of openings. And some stuff is worth displaying most of the time, but I misread this one. So he picks red once again. This appears to be the path to success. In the top right, he's up 2-1 in this best of 5. It's Envious's viOLet.
And the bottom left as the blue Zerg, it's Invictus Gaming's XiGua. Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like, I'm pretty beat at this point. When we signed on to do this, right? Like, we knew it'd be 7 best of 5s, and to Zomberg and myself, 7 best of 5s equates to 7 hours, because that's how best of 5s have gone with us. But even then, factoring in a little bit of downtime from here and there, okay, maybe bump it up to 8 or so, and we were still prepared to do that cast. But what ESL didn't tell us they were going to do before we got today started was that they would be holding all matches for every other match to finish, which is a technically efficient way to do it when you have a team of 7 broadcasters swapping in and out over that course of time. But Zamriab and I are being pushed pretty hard right now, and not feeling so great right now either. So sincerest apologies, as the cast is just not gonna get better from this point on, and we are doing what we can.
I actually felt pretty good come around noon, so an hour and a half ago. Had sandwiches, thought it'd be great, and then we had that 40-minute break, and it was just like, it feels like it's 3 a.m. right now, yet the sun is shining in.
Yeah. The I don't know, that tickle at my throat's gotten worse too. So
I know that feeling, man.
it's a good thing.
Sucks.
My point is on this, it's a good thing we don't have a heavy casting week ahead of us. We can maybe recover a little bit. I think we like what, CSL tomorrow, and then nothing till Lima League, I think.
That's correct. Couple meetings. I gotta take all my cats to the vet tomorrow. Should be a lot of fun. Should stream it. Just see me darting across the webcam. But like the Billy.
Stream a visit to the vet, really?
No, not the visit. Like me, like wrangling all the cats. You know.
Oh,
like
I would be down for watching. That'd be hilarious.
Do the what is that? The song.
Benny Hill.
That's like,
Benny Hill.
Thank you, Benny Hill. Yeah, there we go. So Billy. Close enough. Speaking of cats, this one's being a butt.
Okay.
Hey.
That was the equivalent of like cat under Tourette's syndrome. Okay, well, she's fishing away and fighting a cat. Notably, a spine collar coming down out of XiGua. Now, keep in mind, early game like this, even on 3 bases, a spine collar is a pretty expensive investment. And because viOLet's a little bit behind on drones, I guess it's going to be okay. viOLet has banked up a lot of lings while this was happening, though, and unleashing the fury of them across the map. Crank just hosted us for a couple of people. Thank you so much, Crank, and hello to Crank's viewers. Hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, someone called Peta. Zamriab confirmed beat her cat.
Yeah, right. I couldn't even reach him. He just looked at me like I was a dumbass.
Cats. They were suggesting if only we had a tempo and a Fear Dragon signal. Well, yeah, but Fear Dragon's at work, and so is tempo.
Yeah.
It's a weekday, guys.
That butt works. Hey. Oh, and then we have the Ling Wars.
So he actually cancels the second spine crawler. I guess he was really afraid of what viOLet had coming, but unfortunately, viOLet doesn't really do that much here with this attack. Now, the worker count is kind of evened up because viOLet did stop making lings and he started droning. Now he's going back into making lings again. But the question really is whether that's going to be enough to hold this attack. XiGua's got a lot coming.
Yeah.
Oh, XiGua's
we'll
doing
see.
mutas.
Yeah, you know, I wondered if both of them were. They both have roach horns, but they're also both sticking on lings for now. So not using that gas to, well, not even for banelings, but of course not for those roaches either. It's a possibility. Orbital Shipyard is a good map for mutas. A lot of times we see Zerg for Zerg go into muta versus muta.
Well, Link's getting to the mineral line here, and this is definitely some good potential for damage. Queen's in a pretty sweet spot. Roaches start popping. The spine crawler is well nestled in behind everything else, so attack is stopped cold in its tracks. But there's the Spire, as expected.
Yep. Violet's still not actually choosing. There it is. Okay, so good old-fashioned Muta versus Muta.
You know,
And they,
it's pretty key that
both have
they
a clue.
take this fight like this too. Violet and XiGua both. No one's gonna walk out of here amazing, but it does guarantee that nobody's gonna snowball their army either. Because Violet's probably gonna lose a couple links going into this. Egg should pop here in just a sec, and that's still a lot of links. I guess he's gotta clean up.
Yeah, so they both think, it's a Spire. Obviously, Violet sees it. XiGua, I don't think actually saw it, but it's a good read usually if you see this many lings this late, and not them actually pulling back and actually depending more on roaches as you counter and spot everything. So we'll definitely see if they both acknowledge it's me versus Muta, with the Carapace upgrade being started for both of them. Of course,
So-
this Overseer's definitely gonna see it.
Right, that's the thing. He hasn't seen it yet. So for XiGua, he's only just getting the confirmation this could be Mutas. Violet, of course, already had that confirmation. Tries to choke at the ramp, doesn't work. Really need to hold these lings there.
I mean, like I said, like you can kind of tell or get like the feeling if you see this many lings for that long. But I don't know why XiGua wants to move his Spire in his third base so often. It seems just like it's just like, spot me, bro. It's like weightlifting.
Well, I mean, again, your most recent base is the base you're going to be trying to protect the hardest, right?
I suppose.
It's where all the important mining, quote unquote, is going to be going down. So for a time, the investment there is, it makes sense. Not a terrible idea, at least.
Well, there is the Carapace for both of them. And now this is going to come down to not like, someone did a roach attack and maybe they can hold on against the Mutas, or are they going to transition out of the Mutas? No, they both should stay on Mutas anyways. I don't know if they both will, because the first person who goes into like Infestors or Hydras, or hell, even tries to get like a Baneling upgrade, or Ling upgrade rather, is going to be putting gas elsewhere instead of the Mutas, and that is very, very important. XiGua definitely not going to take that fight. That, like, I could tell there wasn't as many Mutas, and there were lings on the ground for Violet, so that wasn't great.
And Zomgrub's a filthy Terran, so she can tell. Wow.
Then, like, everyone should be able to, right? Yeah, I know some people were voicing concern that the last two series of the day would be playing at, like, 9 or something over in Poland, but that's thing is that they're told this, right? Like they're told like you're going to be playing the last series of the day or whatever, so they just don't do anything for the first 8 hours of the day.
Yeah, they don't have to show up like 9 a.m.
Yeah.
when everything else starts. In fact, there's been a couple times I've been disappointed about that fact. We go to a venue hoping to see X player, but they're actually not showing up till like way later. Or they go home super early to prepare for the second day. But regardless, this is interesting the way it's developed, and we now have 17 Mutas versus 20, so a little bit better for XiGua. But Violet getting a cancel on a fourth base is going to be quite nice. Back at home, his fourth base is up, not quite running. Does get a cancel.
So, right, talking about this fourth base, the fourth bases are very key. Whoever gets the first, fifth, and sixth gases will definitely take a lead. And it looks like Violet will be getting there first as he barely holds on to his fourth. But Violet's also trying to go for upgrades and Infestation Pit. And I mentioned just getting like one or the other, not, both plus the 2 upgrades. That's a lot of gas not going into his Mutas. But the trade-off is that, like at 5 or 6 Mutas, you're not going to be really able to tell that you have that many more or that many less. So maybe they aren't going to attack you. They're not going to all in you. So you will have that time to get to Infestors. And Infestors will definitely be better, especially if they can get Burrow. Then they do a little Shark Attack. And the Mass Fungals will definitely outweigh the 5 or 6 Mutas. The Lings are a little more questionable because sometimes Lings can win you Muta Wars, and sometimes it is just actually about the Mutas and nothing else. I do love Muta versus Muta, but I do not love Muta versus, Roach Hydra. Because then it's just Mutas always win. These do have double upgrades. It's very scary.
Weirdly enough, this is almost like a Muta base trade. Violet suddenly realizing where he is, decides to go for the Spire after clearing out all the drones. And a lot of drones did die, 27 in fact in total. Spire goes down, which means XiGua's not going to be making any more. So if Violet can pull back for a little bit, get enough of these Mutas out alive, I mean, the count's close.
Yeah, this is pretty awkward,
both
right? Though it is really identical.
Both doing some like weird hit and run micro. Like this is some pretty sick control out of the mutas. viOLet looks way better coming out of the end of this though, because not even all of his mutas are together, and he still took a pretty decent engagement. Now he consolidates, he gets the lings. His fourth base gases are mining, which, as you pointed out, were very important to continuing mutalist production. Everyone is scattered. XiGua takes a terrible start to that fight. GG. viOLet takes the series 3-1.
Called it.